Hi there! You can't imagine how often animals, wild, stray, and even pets get into trouble in water. Here in this list, you'll see 15 outstanding people's deeds. These heroes rush to help the poor creatures because every single life of a living being is precious. All the rescues in this video are real and are the demonstration of kindness and compassion. This little cutie got into the water and tangled in a sack. The puppy was going down into the water, helplessly trying to survive. Luckily, the man passing by heard the dog's whine and immediately went into the water. The pup was shivering with fear, but at that moment, he was completely safe. The man was also really happy to be near the river just at the right time. An adorable 5-year-old golden retriever fell through the ice on the Charles River in Massachusetts. The firefighters were those kind-hearted people who immediately reacted and hurried to help. The river was covered with ice, and the water was too cold, so the dog was sinking. He didn't have enough strength to swim to the shore. The man ran into the water and the dog moved towards him. The pup grabbed onto the man, realizing that he came for help. It was almost impossible to move in the icy water. The other firefighters were trying to pull them both out of the water with the help of a safety line. But it was a rather difficult task, so another rescuer came to help. At last, the whole group was on the shore. The scared and exhausted but lucky dog was very grateful to his rescuers. What a happy ending. Two dogs were playing while walking with their owners. One of the pups got too absorbed by the game, slipped up, and fell into the river. The embankment was too high and smooth, so the poor dog couldn't get out by itself. So the woman took to the water to rescue the creature. The dog was too scared and too heavy, and the woman had to hold on to a piece of net. And she also couldn't get out with the dog by herself. Luckily, a man was passing by and he quickly jumped into the water, and the rescue mission was fortunately complete. Let's hope the pup learned a lot from this situation and would keep away from this river from now on. This heartwarming story took place during lockdown in the town of Leith in Scotland. A small Spitz dog fell down onto the thin ice. Early efforts to take the naughty fella out failed, so the water rescue unit came to do their thing and help the little scared boy. The rescuers approached the dog in the boat, but the dog had no luck in realizing that the people wanted to help. He was running back and forth, putting his life at risk as the ice could break at any moment. The rescuers were calling him, trying to reach him with their hands, but the pup didn't come close. At last, the rescuers managed to grab the dog. The rescue mission ended up with applause and happy thanks from the owner of the dog. You can't even imagine how dangerous this rescue mission was, both for the rescuer and the dog in the water. The story began when Hardy, a 9-year-old black Labrador, was out on a walk. He went racing onto a partially frozen river and got trapped in the ice. It happened on the River Wansbeck in Ashington, UK. The fire and rescue services were called to help the half-submerged dog. The poor thing had already been in the water for an hour when the rescuer, roped to firefighters, crossed the ice to save the frightened dog. Her every step could wind up with her falling into the cold water. Taking the dog out on the ice, the woman encouraged the dog to move faster towards the shore.
Come on, Harvey! Come on! Come on! Good boy!
At last, the poor pup was in the good hands of the rescuers. They dried him with a towel to prevent him from getting sick. Everything was okay because of the rescue team's quick reaction, and the woman is a real hero. When Jason Frost, a fisherman, went out on the water this weekend, he made an unexpected catch. He and his friend Brandon were fishing on the Warrior River in Alabama when they spotted a small kitten not far from their boat. Jason tried as quick as possible to take the small boy out of the water. Where did he come from? The fisherman couldn't make out. Sometime after, one more cute kitten was approaching the boat. There were no houses around for miles, and the kittens couldn't come to this place by themselves. These brave boys swam to safety from a great distance. Jason gave the kittens to one of his friends who has children, and now they have a very loving family. Firefighters often rescue animals, especially on the water, because they have special equipment for it and big, kind hearts. This time, a German Shepherd got stuck in the pond covered with ice near his home. Crawling along the thin ice, the rescuer approached the dog slowly. The nervous dog started moving actively, and the firefighter fell into the water too. Luckily, it wasn't too deep at that point, and the man could push the shepherd to the shore with the help of another rescuer. Washington Township, Warren County Police Department officers managed to rescue a dog. The creature had got loose and found herself neck deep in a local pond. The officer's boat was very small, and he could take the dog out onto it.
Come on. Oh, good boy. Come on out. Come on. Come on.
Luckily, he pushed the pup towards the shore where another officer managed to take the scared animal out of the pond. Police officers often save animals' lives, especially in cities and towns. Here is one more case showing that. Baltimore police rushed to help a helpless dog that fell down into the cold water in the Inner Harbor. Firstly, the rescuers were trying to catch the pup with a wire, but they unfortunately failed. Even when the boat approached, the officers had no luck in taking the dog out of the water. So one of them had to jump into the water to make the operation successful. At last, both the man and the dog ended up in a boat. The owner was incredibly thankful to the rescuers for saving the life of her beloved pet. This time, a dog fell down into the water from a very steep shore, and it was a great problem for people who came to rescue him even to come closer. The man tried to take the dog out several times but failed, as it was extremely hard to go up with the dog. But his attempts, at last, worked out. It goes without saying that police officers and rescuers are heroes. But who is this man who rushed into the ice-covered water without any hesitation to save his dog? When his pet turned out to be in the pond, Duncan McIver did all his best to help it. He had no special equipment, just his love and a wish to save his dog's life. Taking the dog into his arms, McIver was testing how sturdy the ice was, but fell into the water again. Finally, the man managed to make it out with the dog back to safety. As McIver said, he would do it again and again if his dog needed help. This amazing story happened when a man in Florida saw his cute puppy in the jaws of an alligator. Richard Wilbanks rushed to the water immediately, taking out both the poor pup and the alligator. It was a great challenge for Richard to unclench the alligator's jaws, but he luckily succeeded in doing so before the reptile managed to inflict any serious harm to the dog. The most terrible fact about the situation is that it all happened near the Wilbanks house. The pup spent 2 nights at the vet and came back home. As her owners say, now the dog is always on a leash all the time. But not only police officers and the rescuers come to rescue animals in trouble, sometimes journalists happen to be at the right time and place. This guy was making a video about ducks wintering at that place, but suddenly he saw a dog in the water. Yes, it was a very frosty winter, but the man immediately took off his clothes and jumped into the water. In several minutes, both the dog and the rescuer were on the shore. It was a really unexpected happy ending. Look at this heartbreaking view. A lonely dog standing on an ice plate and having no chance to get out without help. It happened in the waters off Magadan Port in the Oxsock Sea in snowy weather. The black dog obviously was on the ice when a part of it split off and started floating. The Russian fisherman jumped into the terribly cold water to save the terrified pooch. The man approached the dog and started pushing the ice plate towards the ship. When the dog was luckily rescued, it joined 2 huskies as if nothing had happened. What an adventure! Especially for the fisherman in frozen water, you know. It happened in late December 2020, when the Cass County Sheriff's Office and West Fargo Fire Department got a call about a scary situation with the dog. The poor pup entered the river and ultimately got stranded on a chunk of ice. The owner was helpless when the rescuers arrived at the place. The shore was so slippery that it made it impossible for the rescuers to approach the dog without special equipment. One of the people reached the ice plate and took the dog into his hands and pulled it towards the shore. The scared dog was trying to resist, making the rescue mission more difficult. But in the end, everything was completely fine. Luckily, the man who called the police department made it at the right time. That's enough water rescues for today. And I hope you'll support the rescuers mentioned in this video with your likes and donations. And don't forget that there are a lot of other incredible things in life. Some of them you can watch on the Amazing Things channel. Go, watch and subscribe. See you.